Time. Keeley is here. It's been really grey and grim for ages. Can we have some sunshine for the weekend, please?
You can. Yes, you can.
Fabulous.
Yes, something a little bit brighter for Saturday at least. We'll say goodbye to the gloom because it really has been dismal, hasn't it, for the last few days at least. And another overcast and damp afternoon to come out there this afternoon. And then as we move through tonight, this cold front will move through and that will leave us in a much cleaner air mass for Saturday with some hazy spells of sunshine. But there has been a blanket of cloud across us for, well, at least the last few days. You can see it on the satellite picture there. And even though there's no rain good and proper, I think it is producing quite a lot of dampness, drizzle in places, poor visibility, particularly over the hills. We might see the odd glimmer of brighter skies or less grey skies at times through the afternoon, but generally it stays overcast with temperatures about where they should be for this time of year, 6 or 7 degrees. Little change for this evening, but overnight, a cold front, which won't bring very much rain, but what it will bring behind it, a few spots of rain, you can see they're moving through, but behind it, clearer skies pushing southwards towards the end of the night, and temperatures will be on the cool side, dropping low enough for a touch of frost, particularly over parts of North Yorkshire where temperatures could get back to 1 or 2 degrees. So tomorrow it will be a brighter day. I don't think it'll be wall-to-wall sunshine all day. We'll see a fair amount of high cloud moving in from the west. There could be the odd shower clipping the hills, but generally an improvement into tomorrow. Temperatures very similar. On Sunday, a bit more cloud around, but it will feel much milder.
Not too bad for a December weekend.
Absolutely
Thank
not.
you.
And after a pretty bleak week of weather, you'll be pleased to know something brighter as we head into the weekend. I'll be back at the end of the programme with all the details.
Christmas spirit. Are you going to the it's BBC Christmas party tonight? You going, Keeley?
Don't show me up. You're not going either.
No, I'm not. Too miserable.
It's called being old and boring, I think.
That's the one.
I include
That's the
myself
one.
in that so I can get away with it, maybe. The weather's been boring this week as well, hasn't it? It really has been miserable at times. But you have actually sent some really lovely atmospheric pictures in of the grey, miserly conditions. This one I thought was lovely. I thought you would particularly like this one.
Beautiful.
Amanda.
That could be Penny.
It could be Penny. I don't think it is, but it could be Amanda's Penny. And the next picture is just as dreek. That was this morning in Ecclesall. Someone said it was peak bleak this week, which I think is pretty spot on. But you can get your pictures coming in over the weekend when hopefully there'll be something a little bit brighter. You can sign up to the Weather Watchers page, or we're on social media too, Instagram, Keeley.Donovan. So yes, some improvement into the weekend. A cold front overnight tonight will push away all of that cloud. So tomorrow we'll say goodbye to the grey skies and hello to some sunshine. It will be brighter. That sunshine though could be hazy at times because we will have quite a bit of high level cloud out there. So that's the cold front going through overnight. And then on Sunday, we'll pick up more of a southwesterly flow. So Sunday will be much milder, temperatures in double figures, but there will be quite a bit of cloud around. And similarly on Monday, it will be on the mild side. There might be a little bit more in the way of brightness, I think, on Monday, particularly in the east. But we have had a blanket of cloud across the British Isles. Any brightness has been fairly limited, although visibility did improve as we went through today. So most places saw a bit of an improvement, but some places kept hold of that drizzle all day long. And out there at the moment, there's a lot of cloud, there's some drizzle. We might overnight see a few spots of rain. That's the cold front, barely anything on it, pushing through overnight. Behind it, much clearer skies and temperatures, particularly across parts of North Yorkshire, will drop low enough for a touch of ground frost down to around 1 or 2 degrees with clear skies developing through the night. Let's have a quick look at those high water times then at 2:35 in Scarborough and at 2:23 in Whitby. So I think we'll start the morning on a fine note. There should be some sunshine and it should be quite chilly out there too. Now, it's not going to stay wall-to-wall sunshine throughout the day. I think there'll be a fair amount of high and medium level cloud. And I think later in the day, we'll just see an increase in thicker cloud into the west and the northwest. But it does look like a decent day, certainly for daylight hours. It looks much brighter than it has been with temperatures at around 7 degrees, which is about average for the time of year. It'll be a breezier day into Sunday, quite large areas of cloud, but it will be milder, and that mild weather will last for at least the first half of next week. Amanda.
Thank you very much, Keeley. And that is it from us. If you are heading